Christ has risen. I want to give a massive shout out, a happy Easter, happy Orthodox Easter to all my brothers and sisters celebrating today. Oh, do I have a treat for you guys watching today? In similarity to my AI tier list video, I'm going to be reviewing some of my favorite gaming projects from Beam, IMX, Superverse, Nakamoto games. I'm going to be reviewing in terms of percentage growth where I believe these projects will be going at the peak of this up and coming crypto super cycle. This behind AI is one of the strongest narratives in the next 7-8 months for crypto. We've seen the growth and adoption already begin for crypto gaming. And I think that growth is only going to continue growing as liquidity and attention continues to flow into this market. Now, let's get started with Beam. The rockstar games of crypto gaming. Beam. Where do I see Beam going? From today's current price, currently sitting at 2.4 cents USD value, and a market cap of around 1.2 billion, with a fully diluted market cap of about 1.4 billion. The inflation rates on this token is very, very low. And we know their burn and buyback mechanism is a key to their fundamental tokenomics. Where do I see Beam going? From 2.5 cents USD. I think the growth is massive for this project. It is a blue chip in all of gaming, and I can see it rivaling IMX in market cap, not so price, but market cap and market cap dominance in the gaming sector. So where do I see Beam going? From 2.5 cents. I can see it getting to about 35 cents USD. Crazy numbers. It could pull a gala of last run, which is in this video as well, and reach $1, which is 40x from today's current price. Wouldn't we love to see that? I know I would. But a conservative, a more realistic price for Beam is that 30 to 35 cent range USD. So for today's price, I think it's a comfortable 13. I'd go low 13 to 15x from today's current price. Up on the list, we have Heroes of MIRIA, a project that recently launched about 2-3 months ago and saw a growth of 10 to 12x from launch, making people a lot of money. It reached the price or topped out of a price of around $12 and now has retraced to about $4 to $5 USD. This has provided an opportunity of a lifetime, as I believe there's 2 games in the gaming sector that can pull off a run that we saw last bull run with coins such as Axie Infinity and the Sandbox, which provided people with 150 X's. Ridiculous numbers, reaching market caps over $40-50 billion. There's 2 projects that I think that can do that, 2 individual games. One is Heroes of MIRIA, one which obviously isn't released yet, but Off the Grid from Gunzilla Games. Those are the 2 games that I believe, if any games are going to do it, it's going to be one of those 2. And Heroes of MIRIA is definitely on that list. This is a project where the sky really is the limit. And it's actually a fun game to play. A lot of crypto games are kind of boring, lackluster. The reason their prices pump so high is like sheer speculation and narrative driven. But Heroes of MIRIA actually has some quality on it. Similar to Clash of Clans and has real life adoption and users. So from today's current price, I think conservative is a 13 to 15x, but I do believe Heroes of MIRIA will provide you a 15x from today's current price, ranging between 4 to 5 USD. We're going to go back to back for this one with Ronin and Nakamoto games. 2 projects I personally don't have any capital in, but projects I believe will provide big returns for you in this up and coming crypto super cycle. So for Ronin, from today's current price, it's in and out of the top 100. Ronin, it's a tough one because I can see it breaching a 10x comfortably, but where do I see it going? I can see it getting past the 13x, but I wouldn't bet a lot of money on that. For me, Ronin's a comfortable 11 to 13x from today's current price. And for Nakamoto Games, I believe the exact same thing. Nakamoto Games is a game that really drew a lot of attention and liquidity to it last cycle. I'm not going to say it's a used product, but it's something a lot of people are sick of for this up-and-coming cycle. People are looking at the newer projects, the rebranded projects, like Superverse, like Beam, like Heroes of MIRIA, like IMX we're about to speak about, MIRIA. It's kind of a coin for last cycle, so still provide great returns, but I don't think that hype and attention is driven to the project at the moment. So for Ronin and Nakamoto Games, I think 11 to 13x is a very, very comfortable price. IMX is a tricky one for me, because IMX is the daddy of all the crypto gaming, the largest by market cap and adoption. But that's kind of a downfall of it as well. The market cap is quite inflated in comparison to some of these other projects, requiring more money and more capital to come in for it to provide us with those exponential returns. IMX, from today's current price, it's somewhat ranging between 1.9 USD to 2.1, 2.2 USD. Where do I see IMX going? I think a very good basis for IMX is around that $20 mark. I can see that happening. I think that's quite realistic and quite plausible for IMX. So do I put it in 11 to 13x? It could. I wouldn't push for it. I do like that 8 to 10x for IMX though. I really do like that 8 to 10x, and I think that's solid games for a blue chip of crypto gaming. For Illuvium, look, Illuvium was one of those coins last cycle, similar to the Sandbox and Axie Infinity, where the growth was just ridiculous. I think what we saw with gaming last cycle, we're going to see with AI this cycle. God willing, but I think that's what's going to happen. And Illuvium is a coin now with a higher inflation rate from last cycle, where it pumped from pennies on the dollar to over $2,000. Like, the growth was unbelievable. But it's got a lot of tokens now on the market. The token dilution has been very bad for the project, and the inflation rate has been nothing but growing on Illuvium. And that hype and that interest has not really been there. We've seen that with the market pumping up. Illuvium hasn't done too much. It's gone from about $30 to $100, but it's just stayed there. As other coins keep ripping past it, Illuvium continues to hang around that $100, $110 mark, similar to QNT. They struggled to break through that $100 mark. For Illuvium, it'd have to be an 8 to 10x from today's current price. But see, IMX with a much higher, almost a 10x in market cap, and Illuvium only at a $300 million market cap, to be able to provide the same results is poor for Illuvium, but that just shows IMX's strength, even though the market cap is quite large. Now, on to MIRIA, a project I like, with fundamentals I like, and a goal to achieve for the owners and for the team that is very plausible. And if achieved, will put MIRIA up there as one of the biggest gaming projects. My only concern with MIRIA, though, is the lack of traction and capital flowing into the ecosystem. See, within the last 3 to 4 months, MIRIA has been quite lackluster, maybe falling behind the race in terms of other gaming and AI altcoins, especially AI altcoins. But it has all the fundamentals, a low market cap. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it's fully diluted. Market cap's not the best, but the right team and trying to solve the right problem. And, of course, in one of the biggest narratives. And don't get me started on the community on Twitter. It's like a cult. MIRIA's community is something not to mess with, I promise you. So a lot of the fundamentals are there for MIRIA. It's just, it's missing that X factor. It's similar to Beam and IMX as an infrastructure play, but it's got the low market cap, which I do like, and has the volume. It does hit large amounts of volumes when it gains a lot of attraction within a particular range, like a couple of days, couple of weeks. But it's just lacking that X factor that I think is going to hurt it for this bull run. I still think it's going to provide great returns, But for MIRIA, I'm going to go with an 11 to 13x. Now, for Gala Games, some would call this a dinosaur coin for crypto gaming, but I really do like Gala Games. It's got its Gala Studios coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be already out. But Gala Games had a lot of the FUD, a lot of the drama early in the year with the co-owners suing each other, which really hurt the price and kind of hurt the expectations and kind of the overall sentiment towards the project, which is never good to see because Gala is similar to Beam and MIRIA and, of course, Superverse and IMX. It's an infrastructure play. So a lot of games will be built on Gala Games. And, of course, they have their own game as well. But Gala Games, it had its time. Its time was the 2020 to 2021 crypto bull run. Is it going to make big enough returns in similarity to Beam, IMX, Heroes of Marvia, Ronin, a lot of these newer coins? I don't think so. And the market cap is quite large. It is within the top 100. It's in the top 100, but lacking that. Similar to Alluvium, similar to MIRIA, that X factor that a lot of these other gaming projects have. And on the day of recording, all these AI coins have, man. It's ridiculous. They're leading this bounce. Winners continue to win in this market. For Gala Games, I like a 9 to 10x from today's current price. So for Gala, I'm going to go 9 to 10x. These are my favorite crypto gaming projects. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Have I been too harsh or too kind with some of these projects? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Christ is risen. Happy Easter to all my Orthodox brothers and sisters. Well, glory to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.